All right, we are back from our break. And,
Does hard light cast light?
I would say, like, a bit, because it's your armor's hard light, right?
Yeah.
Or your shell. So that's not like a projection even. So, like I said, all of your AVs have, like, very close lighting, but it's, like, an AV equivalent of, like, arm's reach.
A glow stick.
I mean, proportionally less than a glow stick.
Fun.
Hold up a second. Let me check.
Shit.
Does the null count?
For light? I mean,
I have a question. Would, for example, night vision or thermal be included in a magnification suite? Just because the description specifically says, and digital zoom options to enhance the pilot's view of barrier targets and also mark them for allies. So it's not just strict optical zoom.
no, NVIR is specifically an infiltrator piece of gear.
Okay.
I got it.
But do you have it on your AV?
I could.
It's load.
I have one point of load left.
Is it load 0 or is it load 1?
It's load 1. So I could, if I wanted to. But do I want to?
I don't have lights as an option, so...
Lights are standard gear.
Spotlight or flare mortar.
Yeah.
I'm looking at standard... Wait, where?
Standard vehicle gear underneath your vehicle's load. Just above
Oh,
life.
spotlight or flare mortar.
Yeah.
My brain skipped over because I was looking for an L.
There's also a flashlights, flares, or glow sticks in pilot gear.
Yeah.
I'm gonna scan though.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the night vision sensors because that seems useful.
Yeah. Okay, so what are you doing, Dredge?
I'm just sort of rolling the magpie on its side and just sort of like winding it into a circle and then like sending a click of the knell across the thing to see if there's anything alive or once was alive down here.
It's a terrible dog.
Okay.
I also realized that the magpie could do a morph ball, and I'm upset.
A what?
Morph ball. It can curl up
From-
into a ball.
Metroid.
yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I am dumb baby.
Okay, so I have... Actually, maybe I'll put them over on the right. I have put up our first clock, which is not a bad clock, to be clear. You don't have to start panicking yet.
So small,
So,
so little.
yeah, it's just a 4-tick clock for storage. You fill that up, and you will know how to get to the next level, manufacturing.
A baby clock. Shit.
I think okay, so I am using the knell, but do I have to spend it here? That's just to get a bonus, right?
Yeah,
Like,
that's only if you want to push your vehicle, is by expending the quirk.
don't
Am
know.
I-
So I have 2 in scan.
Yep. So this will be risky.
Okay. Scan. Position risky. What's my effect?
Standard.
Yeah. 2 dice. That's a 4.
That's a 4. Okay.
I'm having a lot of force tonight.
I'm gonna put 2 ticks on the storage clock
Alright.
as you send out this echolocation of sorts, and so you're able, like, the storage floor is very wide open. You see as you get the mapping back. It's not quite one big warehouse, but it's pretty close. There are a couple of small buildings within this space dotted about. It's unclear what they might be. There's also a lot of stuff down here of all kinds. There are AVs that are shut down. Your scan doesn't reveal whether or not they have like a power source or if they're just essentially the shells. There's lots of barrels with stuff inside of them. Some of them have been knocked over and are spilled. And you can tell that this place has a, what do you call it? There is essentially aerosolized acid on this floor because of these spills. Because this place has been this place has been like airtight sealed for so long, and there's this massive spill near the middle of this floor. Just a whole, there was like a pallet, like you can, the pallets that they're using, you could fit like 9 oil drums to a pallet, and there was like 4 of these pallets in a square stacked 3 levels high, and whatever shook this place up good, i.e. the battle, shook this floor at some point hard enough that toppled and just spilled everywhere.
Oof.
So, let's see. 9 times 4, that is 36, times 3, it's 90, no, 108. 108 55-gallon drums of who knows what has spilled here.
That's bad.
Gonna give that a wide berth, I think.
We got environmental suits because we're competent.
Yeah, so if you're inside your Avi, you are safe, to be clear. Outside of your Avi, or if your Avi gets a breach, you're going to want an environmental suit.
Glad I picked that up.
Yeah. So now this basically becomes a desperate position because who knows what this chemical is? Frankly, it could be flammable. It could actually be slowly eating through your Avis or just certain parts of them. It is unclear.
Lovely. Am I getting any heat pings in the space?
With your NVIR?
Yeah.
Is that a roll?
I mean, it seems like just a latent capability of the gear, right?
Yeah. I think that you can see that there's like the odd LED that still has power to it, and you're able to pick up that as like a minute light source. But from what you can read here, there's not like any animals or people or like active generators, judging by heat signatures.
And the chemical's not producing any heat?
Nope.
Let me Google a thing.
Any proxies on us all?
What would you like? I don't think the Nell covers proxies, or at least not in the way you just used it, right?
Yeah, I didn't actually use the cork to do so. It was just sort of a ping.
Acid-based reactions do occasionally produce heat. Austin.
Oh yes.
If that's a thing.
Um,
I'm sorry, I'm just very At this.
So, two things.
I did
One.
Google it.
I'd like to check the obvies for two reasons. One, just investigate whether they're in working order or not, whether they've been moved recently. I think that might be a survey, but also to see if they've taken any damage from sitting in this cloud of particulates.
Okay. What do you want to roll for that?
I think that would be a survey.
So, to be clear, that would require you to use your people eyes and thus open up your cockpit.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay. I know you have an environmental suit. I just want to establish that now.
Yep.
Okay,
Hey,
so...
guys.
Oh, go ahead.
And I think she's just going to signal. Exiting Avi.
How... So, remember, you don't have, like, an extended light source unless you have the load to declare that, so you will have to get close to these AVs, which means leaving the elevator and going into this floor.
Well, we can't go to the next floor without going into this floor. I assumed we were moving forwards into it.
No one had said that, so I was still assuming y'all were, like, loitering at the entrance to this floor, basically. But...
Oh no, I'm ready to move in.
Okay, yeah, so you walk over to some of these AVs.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go ahead and declare lights on my person. I'm not sure if I'm ready to declare it on the Avi yet, but
That's fair.
I'll take flashlights, flares, or glow sticks.
Cat sounds so sad.
I think I'm gonna go with flashlights. I guess. Do I just get one of the options? I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't just get like a Santa Claus bag full of light sources.
Okay, I am introducing a Kickstarter playbook. It is Lightmeister. Okay, so I'm just gonna have flashlights.
Okay. So, is this a roll? Yeah, I think it is. We've established that who knows what this stuff is. So, what do you want to roll? Oh, you were going to roll survey, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And this is desperate, right?
This will be desperate standard. Yep.
All right. You got a devil's bargain for me?
A devil's
Not sure I want
bargain.
to push stress this early in the mission.
A devil's bargain for this. You turning on your light activates something inside of this facility. On this floor, to be clear.
Deal.
You suck.
I'm taking the extra dice.
That's so mean. I could have assisted.
That's a 4. Okay.
It wasn't even worth it.
So,
Hey, I'll take a 4 over a 2 Any.
Fair.
on a desperate.
Weird.
okay.
Spooky.
So you go over to these AVs, and
And that counts as a desperate roll, so point into insight, right?
yep. So these AVs, they look kind of like they come from the same engineering ancestry as the Magpie, except instead of like being soft-bodied, they're firm. They're just like extremely segmented, and they have like a long rectangular body with rounded edges, and on either side of these edges, which currently in the position that they're like folded down, are these like wavy fins that appear to be flexible.
Oh, did they move like those like weird like a cuttlefish edge?
Yeah, they
Oh,
do.
I love it.
Oh, it's
Oh, I
Kuznao.
hate this.
Um,
I hate this Austin.
and they appear to be some kind of like cargo transport Avi. The surface of them is like lightly pitted, but not too badly. However, what happens is that you turning on your light activates a proxy. And that proxy turning on, it's holo projector, hasn't exactly been maintained in a while. And so it sparks.
Floating in acid.
Yeah, that too. It sparks. Turns out the aerosolized chemical is combustible. So,
Can I resist that?
well,
It was a devil's bargain. No, I can't.
so yes, this explosion will happen. Scarecrow, you will take level 3 harm for that consequence, for that desperate consequence. Because you are right there where the holo projector turns on.
Cool.
This is the first day.
Day one.
So level 3 harm exploded.
I will resist that if you don't.
I will resist that if.
Yeah, I would like to try to resist that.
Okay, how are you going to try and resist it?
I think insight, because this is a storage facility. I think I'm seeing it kind of like a fluorescent bulb, like seeing like you see the initial light and you're like, oh shit, you have a split second reaction, and like throwing herself behind something.
Okay.
So that's 2 dice.
Yeah. Roll that insight.
Oh, 3.
A 3. So take that 3 stress. Did y'all take Forged in the Fire, or was that another group?
I don't know what that is. It sounds really good. What is that?
No, you did not take that. Okay. Oh, it's a frontline ability that's just like plus 1d to resistance rolls.
Oh, that's cool.
That sounds amazing. Love that.
That sounds extremely useful.
Okay. So, yes, you take 3 stress. And I'm just going to negate that. You throw yourself behind like this Avi that you were examining, and it rocks with the explosion, but because the fins are like so long and wide, the explosion just like bypasses you entirely.
Was there structural damage?
No.
Okay, good.
No, there was not like it was not a detonation. I don't recall what the other term is.
It's a air gas explosion.
Yeah. So yeah, it was basically just like a rapid onset fire, but not like there was no shock wave to be concerned about.
I was just worried.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the state those Avis are in.
Lovely.
No lights.
So y'all see this explosion.
Sorry, not no lights. No what's the word I'm looking for? No open flames.
I mean, you know, it might have burned off everything in the room.
Did it?
Did it?
It burned off everything in this section of this room, but remember, this is a very large space that has had a long time for a lot of chemicals to fill it.
Yay.
What's Pitchfork been up to while the others have been like scanning around in this space?
Waiting. I can't do any of this stuff. Not really. I mean, I'm probably looking around, but really not doing much. I don't have the equipment for it.
Okay. Are you looking for like the exit? Because that is something that you could be doing while everyone else is like examining chemicals and stuff.
Sure. I mean, I figure we're gonna be here for a while, so that probably isn't super high priority.
Well, as soon as you find the exit, you can leave at any time.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're looking around for the exit. What do you want to roll for that? Since y'all are doing this in the dark.
Oh shit! Right, it's dark.
Yep. You can see to like arm's length for your Avi. Just from.
Oh, no, then I'm not doing anything. I'm just waiting. I'm here waiting. No, forget that.
Fair. Would not argue against stumbling around, not wanting to stumble around a chemical-filled place blind, essentially.
Yeah, that sounds profoundly like a bad idea.
Your points.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna think of broadcasting to see if there were any proxies or AR down here that we could talk to, but given that it just ignited a section of the place, maybe not.
I mean, we could like, if we could like talk to them remotely, it could be a way to clear the aerosolized chemicals. Like if we do it remotely from a safe distance.
Okay. Yeah, can I broadcast really quick? Be like, hey, we're the pickup team for the pickup. Come get it.
Yeah, so that proxy that was activated comes over your comms and says, "Greetings, pickup team. I am Storage Facility Management AI version 2.0. How can I be of assistance today?"
Yeah, great. Great to contact you. We have questions. What questions do we have?
Maybe like, are there any other proxies in here?
Oh, good question. Yeah, are you the only operating AR on this level?
I am. However, I can also manifest multiple proxies at various locations throughout this facility as required by the users.
Well, that could set a lot of things on fire. Not that that's a bad thing, just a thing to be aware of. Can I have a manifest, please, of what's down here?
May I please see your credentials?
You certainly can. I'm gonna have some, what is it? Fine documents for you.
Okay. So declare your documents load. And
Yeah, we took all the documents.
yeah, you have good documents.
Oh,
So
we got those good documents.
what do you want to roll for this?
Also, I should be going 6 heavy. Like, there's no reason to not be 100%.
It's not like we're being sneaky here.
Yeah. Interacting with a app, it's probably a consort of sway.
Yeah, that works. You've got emoji.
I do. So I guess it's swayed, right? Like these are totally the right documents, 100%. So yeah, that's a sway.
Okay,
Magician-
this will be controlled great.
Hooray!
Do you want
One
help
die.
with that?
I would love some help if you could give me another die.
How are you helping?
See, part of what I'm thinking about is like, I mean, what kind of help do you want? Because like I can be either talky helpful or sneaky helpful. Those are my only modes.
I
Well, you definitely don't want to try and use a taser in here.
no.
I could. I could throw my taser.
Don't do that. You need
I
that taser
could,
for
though.
later. If you want to explode that taser, go for it. But like,
I mean, who's to say it? Like, could I like find the edge of the weird gas cloud and just like?
okay,
zap it?
the thing that I would like you to do here, because I'm trying to get intel here, is even if the documents don't have clearance, if you can follow where the the databases that this AI is accessing, so
Okay.
that you could probably at least take a hard drive out if necessary.
Okay. Yes, I can do that. I've got a security. No, that's for locks. Never mind.
Well, yeah. I mean, it sounds like you're assisting by running a trace on this program.
Yeah. More or less. So, do I get more dice? What's the...
I mean, you get all three.
Hooray!
Like, I'm taking free stress for you.
So you're getting an extra die because you're already at controlled grade.
Is that it?
Shit, should I not be the one helping here?
Maybe not.
I'm
Probably
taking
not.
I'm taking 3 stress for an extra die.
Don't do that. That's
Yeah,
not
no.
a bad exchange rate.
I mean,
I
you
took
know,
3
it might
stress
be
for a
in
level
character.
3 harm, so like...
Yeah, just hold off on that, honestly. Like, this is...
It might be in character though.
Don't. No, I'm not gonna take it. You just,
Okay.
like...
Power would do
my
it.
Avi puts a hand on your Avi's shoulder, like, chill.
Hey.
This is a conversation.
Okay.
We're gonna be okay.
Okay. Okay.
It's controlled, so we can try it again if we need to. That's a 4.
That's a 4. Okay.
Oh, of course. Jesus.
Better than ones.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so it looks over the manifest the credentials you have, and it says, yes, absolutely, just one moment. And there's like a couple of seconds where nothing is happening, and then you get sent the manifest for this storage facility.
I don't trust that.
What's in it? What's in it? Anything?
We should have taken custom OS. Shit.
I thought we did take custom OS.
No, we didn't. We took just passing through and renegades.
Hold up. I could have sworn we did.
Oh. Did we?
I guess
Oh,
not.
yeah, sorry. I guess I'm panicking y'all a little bit. The consequence is that the magpie takes level 1 damage because it's made of a different material than everyone else, and so this stuff is eating through the magpie faster.
Oh, so I'm melting.
So yeah, take
Can I do this from the elevator?
what?
All I'm doing is having a conversation.
Yeah, well, it's just like coming out of the open elevator door.
Oh, I hate it.
So yeah, level 1 damage. sizzling.
Yeah. I'd like to resist that.
No.
I think were I not twice burned, this would not be so stressful, but it is extremely. So yeah, I'm gonna resist that.
Dredge the twice burned.
Yeah. With like a, I don't know, just sort of. What I'm doing is I'm climbing up the elevator shaft, just being like, I'm gonna take one of these rails. I'm just gonna like climb along it, and be a little bit higher up, and just be a weird chameleon, on this rail for a bit.
Okay,
while y'all-
I think
until y'all finally exit.
I think that's probably acuity to notice that it's happening.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Cutie, that's 2 dice.
1 fear.
Okay, that's 3.
It's a 3. Oh wait, hold on. No. Sorry, we are doing this wrong because this is quirks. This is not
Boss.
pilot stress.
Ah, dip.
So you just burn 1 quirk or exhaust
Okay.
one quirk.
Okay.
Or sorry, not 1, 2 quirks
Fuck me.
because it's 4 minus to a minimum of 1.
This sure is Beam Saber.
Oh, fuck. I guess that's. Oh man, that sucks. Oh man, this sucks.
Beans.
So
it's either-
here is a thing.
Mm.
You have a week to do this mission, remember. If you want to back out and take a downtime at some point to do some like quick repairs or whatever, you can, but there will be consequences.
Let's just go for it. And
You know what? I've already got one in. I've already got a damage. Can I like undo that? Can I just kind of sizzle?
No, you
No?
committed.
I've done the thing.
Y-
I've done
yeah.
the-
That is actually in the rules that if you decide you can't like resist and then be like, that's too much stress, I'm not gonna actually.
Okay. So strategically structured and long myriad limbed, I guess, are the ones I'm burning.
Oh.
Literally. Really literally.
So you get out of there.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out in the elevator shaft if you need me.
But yeah,
Don't
hey,
call. I'm not going in there.
but yeah, guess what else is in the manifest? As you clearly need to help with what you're looking for, there's also a floor plan for this level.
yay!
So you now have the information of everything that is on this level and also where the exits are.
Yay!
Cool. Anything about the sovereignty engine down here?
I would say that there. No, it's the current manifest of what's in here now. So no, there is nothing. Nothing for that.
Are there any empty lots?
Yeah, anything taken out or put in recently?
Also, do we still want to try and trigger the hologram a bunch to burn away some of the chemical? Because I have a narrative track to make that happen.
Yeah, you know what? I think. Let's see. I think that you can see that there was some, like, spare parts for the sovereignty engine that they were picked up. No, I think that they're still here. Actually, they are still here, and they were destined to be picked up to be sent somewhere into Journey City.
And this is from Twin Learn Red, right? This isn't March of Saints.
Yeah, this is Twin Learn Red Manifest. To be clear, you need more specific. You need actionable intel for answering these questions. So somewhere in Journey City isn't enough. But that is
So we got like a postcode, not something specific enough to move on.
yeah, basically.
Okay. Well, it would be handy to get close and look at those spare parts if they're still here.
They are
I
still
can do
here.
that.
Okay.
Do you say that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Yeah, I think Tower's probably gonna sort of go over there and like pick through what's there, and like collect as much as they can find that's useful. What can I roll? I have nothing that would help here. Can I just do a survey?
Yeah.
I have 1 in that, so that's gonna go well. What's my position?
I
I'll declare a I'll declare. Well, no, I've got the
your position will be
night vision.
oh yeah, you've got the night vision. Okay. It'll be risky standard then.
Yeet. 1 die. Really?
That's a 2.
Really? That's a 2. That's a 2.
That's a
Thanks,
2.
Girl, buddy. Girl, you're
Yeah, so you open up this like crate. It's a I would say it's probably like 10 feet by 5 feet by 5 feet. And so you open it up and you get a quick glimpse of the contents. It looks to be like some kind of circuit boards, but you're not able to gather anything else before the chemical in the air just disintegrates them. And like these parts were clearly delicate, and now they are a puddle in the bottom of this crate.
lovely. Thank you. Thank you, Austin.
So what you got there, Tower?
Well, they were circuit boards, but apparently, then I just sort of like point or kind of like wave my hand around. This shit is just kind of, and I kind of hold up some of the goop. So I'm glad we're in our office, cause that would be bad if that was us or our lungs.
You hear you just hear Scarecrow just cough into her throat, Mike.
So, I'm sorry. That's on me. I should have been more careful.
That's all right. We will figure it out later. Well, if there's anything else done here, we can come back to it. As it turns out, we will anyway, coming back up through the thing. So do we want to ignite this place, or do we want to wait on that for later?
I mean, if... Could we, like, get in the elevator down and then throw a flare in or something to ignite it?
Well, we can just tell the AI to do it.
Oh, yeah, that. And you can do that remotely enough that it won't set us on fire as well?
That's the idea.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, you know, be careful and all that, but...
I mean, the fire's not going to damage stuff more than the acid is going to, I suspect, so...
That's fair. Yeah. I mean, go for it. Like... We don't have much. Like, we don't really have... I mean, we could just not, but that feels like a bad option.
At least we can take some of it down.
I mean, the other option is also we could just leave it as is, because that is a deterrent to anyone trying to get back up past us.
That's gonna be us, though. Probably. It will probably be us.
And potentially in significantly worse shape and less able to deal with it on our way back.
Okay. So do you want to have the AI blow it up?
Yeah. Yep. That's what I want to do.
Cool.
Okay. What do you want to roll to convince the AI to do that?
I mean, it's just being like, oh, hey, can you, pop over here and check something for me? Oh, it's not there? Okay, can you pop over here and check it for me? So it's gonna be another sway, I think.
Yeah, that sounds
If-
good. Oh, what's up?
I'm not gonna. It's your call. So I'm sorry. I've had the idea. And I'm not. Sorry, I'm trying not to be pushy about this one.
Okay.
Unless you want an idea to make it more. I'm sorry. I'm being weird.
All right, so make your sway roll then. It'll be risky risky great.
Okay. Sway.
I'm fear.
Okay. Right. This is, to clarify, this is after we've.
Yes, yes. None of you are inside of. You're all on the elevator.
Yes.
Okay.
Is 2 stress to. Oops. I'm sorry. 2 stress to get another die? Is that right?
Yep, to push yourself.
I'm gonna do that then.
1 fear. Or like,
That's a 5.
That's a 5.
Woo. Hell yeah.
Okay. So, I am going to start a clock. Let's see. Yeah, it'll be an 8-tick clock. And
It's a big clock.
actually,
That's almost like a real clock.
yeah.
Or
So,
more.
it's called Contact. And I'm adding 2 ticks to it. So,
8 fear.
So you lead this AI's proxies on a merry goose chase all throughout this facility, and it's just like boom, 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 boom as the explosions happen. Or not so much explosions as there's these rapid flames that ignite all throughout this whole floor. So now the whole floor is just like on fire. And
Are there
then
sprinklers? That would be handy.
yeah, they do turn on.
Yeah.
They I don't think they turned on before because they're, a bit rickety at this time. In fact, I don't think all of them work. You can just hear like a like sputtering noise come from some of them.
That's an OSHA violation.
But yeah, for the most part, they put out the fire here, and like flashing orange lights come on, and the AI's voice comes over the PA, and it's saying like, fire suppression systems have been activated on this level. Please enter a safe zone or evacuate this floor. I repeat, and then it just repeats the message because it's like a halogen fire suppression system because, who knows what these chemicals are. You'd much rather deprive them of oxygen than spray them with other chemicals or water. Of course, that's not an issue to any of y'all in your AVs and environmental suits.
You're smart.
Yes. And so because you are tracking the AI's actions, Dredge, you can see that it pings a notification to someone or something else in the facility about this fire hazard and fire suppression action.
That makes sense. Well, I don't think I'm gonna resist that. I think that just makes sense.
Yeah.
And I let everyone else know, hey, Well, that's a door we've knocked on. So
We knew some doors were gonna get knocked on. We weren't trying to be sneaky.
Roger that, raising DEFCON.
I don't even know if this is a character. What is a DEFCON?
Defense
know,
condition, I think.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was just like, yeah, basically how alert. I think DEFCON is probably the wrong word. Probably like threat index or whatever.
Alert
might be more
status.
appropriate, but yeah,
Okay.
basically going from okay, low level to all right, we know, we're expecting company.
Okay, cool.
So was that in character?
I don't know. Probably. Fuck. Well, I mean, Dredge's Joven Galleons would probably not. Honestly.
Oh, that's true.
I think Tower probably asked. Mercenaries don't use military terms.
Some of them
They're
do.
all dumb computer game.
But you're right about the circus.
Now, now here's the thing. I think this conversation is like, as if I might suggest a scene here, is like the obvies are like moving towards the next elevator, and I think the Garasu just turns towards the mirage, and you can see through the cockpit because it's an optical cockpit, and you just see Scarecrow's head just tilt at you, just, and then it turns and gets back to walking.
I'd almost kind of envisioned it as like in the awkward silence of the elevator down, but that's very good.
I think I like that better, actually.
Just kind of like a very confused look at you from Tower. Just like over the throat mics, just Oomst.
So as you're walking through the storage level and you pass the so with the like emergency lights going, you can now better see this floor, and you can see that whatever this chemical was that was spilled has basically been like burned into like a hardened state. So it's no longer volatile, and you burned off all of the aerosolized version. So you've actually managed to clear this level of danger, of like hazardous material danger.
Hey.
I won't say you've cleared it of all danger, because who knows what else could appear here later. But at least you don't have to worry about being eaten alive very slowly.
I'm always worried about that, Austin. I'm not worried about that.
Sasha on the public transit, just like looking at everyone else.
This is fine, right? We're good?
I mean, it happened once. It might happen again.
Why did you put me, actual player Sasha, into this game, Austin? I don't appreciate that.
Look, I don't know what the bleed is like. Yeah.
Yep.
So you all get to essentially the other side of this floor, and there's another one of those big ramp style elevators going down to the next level. And as you can tell by its movement that it's like doubling back on the direction that the first one was going. So sort of like a Z, like a repeating Z, I guess, kind of. Or like a stairwell. Hey, how about that?
We have such a good track record with stairwells.
Yeah. It's like an Avi stairwell. So yeah, at least the elevators still have power.
Never go wrong.
But also, to be clear, there is like a pair of hand cranks, one that is AV size and one that is person size. And let me tell you, the gear ratio on those is wildly different.
Okay, we just need you to turn this 84,000 times.
Just about.
And then the mantis is just like, it's like still up to the mantis's head. The Avi one. It's just fucking
Yeah.
Avies.
So,
Why do they need to be that big?
You
That big.
intimidation. So you get to the bottom of this elevator, and it starts with a bit of a boom, or stops with a bit of a boom. And in front of you is a very different door from the one on the storage floor. This one is heavy duty and like slides open, like has teeth that interlock, and when it is opened will slide open sideways. And are you opening the door?
No, I think we'll just chill here for a couple of
Let's take
hours.
a nap, a little bit
Maybe fire, roast some s'mores.
Hey, I just want to check in.
of feeling. Yeah, no, we're gonna open that door.
Yeah. Okay. So you open the door, and emergency lights start flashing to make sure that no one's in the way of the hydraulics of this door opening.
How is OSHA compliance in this place? Is everything like black and yellow striped lines?
Oh yeah, this place is very good OSHA compliance. Yes, it was a
Before the accident, at least.
yeah. I mean, at least on the floors you've seen so far.
To say nothing of R&D.
So yes, the doors open up, and echoing down through the distance, somewhere far down the hallways of this level, there are lights here. This floor is lit.
I hate being alive when I'm alive. It's just a bad time to do that.
That's implying there are times currently when you are not alive.
Presumably, presumably before N's birth, but
Listen, we don't have to get into that on air.
Yeah.
yes.
No politics on stream, Austin.
I was born on a date like the one you have on file.
Yes. So, echoing down these
This
hallways that have lighting is gunfire
Okay.
and
lovely.
energy weapon discharges. Somewhere on this level, deep in. And you can even see from where you are that there is some kind of drone that is like being smashed. It's smaller than the mantis, but definitely larger than a person. And it's hard to make out what its purpose was. But you can also hear heavy metallic footsteps approaching
Don't like that.
down the halls.
Don't like that.
And welcome to manufacturing.
Mm.
And
We're
we're
just so excited to deliver that line, Austin.
So good.
we're gonna end the session there for tonight.
I fear like eight distinct fears. Okay.
So I'm gonna take us back to the talk screen, and we are going to do XP.
Oh, yes.
Pitchfork, we're gonna do you first, because unfortunately you didn't get up to too much this session.
Yeah, I don't think I got anything. I think we can just safely say that.
I think like
I mean, you got some stuff from the
Yes.
stuff with Demon.
yeah, your beliefs. Do you?
Any scars?
Yeah, and your scars. I mean, you've still got with Demon 2 beliefs, which are we fought side by side in the past, and I can trust him at my back, which you explicitly turned down today, and also I've looked to Hero for guidance before, but maybe he's not always right. I must try to make my own decisions. So I think at least 1 XP for that first one.
Alright. Okay.
And what about your scars.
I don't think those came up. I mean, they did. They came up narratively, but not like mechanically.
Yeah. So, okay. Question. Like, obviously we didn't discuss it in character because of an out-of-character decision, but would there have been talk about maybe calling on the runts for assistance with this mission? Obviously the ultimate decision was no, but would y'all have had that talk?
I feel like it would have been very clear that we were not to ask them for help on like anything remotely dangerous. I feel like that's something I would have made clear a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it would have been in the air but never spoken.
Scarecrow, did you bring it up at all, or did you know?
No, looking at the situation, this is a like with the kind of structure of this mission, the runts are not like the runts are very well suited to urban combat where they have a lot of flexibility to move and reposition. In like a closed system like this, they are not well suited for that. You want like a professional team.
Okay. So I think that's actually another tick with, with your history, tragedy, or opening pitchfork. Because, like, out of character, we wouldn't have brought the runts in, but in character, you could have, like, actually considered that and brought that in. But you, in the past, made it clear that we are not bringing them on missions. If they want to get in their own dangerous situations, they can, but we are not putting them in danger. So, take 2 XP total.
Alright.
So Tower, did you address the challenge with stealth or evasion?
Not really.
Yeah.
I don't really think I got anything today.
Did you express your history, tragedy, or opening?
Again, not really.
Struggle because of your beliefs, scars, or quirks?
I don't think so. Like, I could make that argument, but I don't want to. It would be too convoluted to make.
Okay. Well, in that case, Dredge, did you address the challenge with technical skill or mayhem?
Technical skill, maybe? Having, I mean, yeah, also kind of, but, technical skill being, reading, no, I don't know.
You followed up on power reports.
I did.
And mayhem with the whole fire thing was a decent amount of mayhem.
You did set a warehouse on fire, however briefly.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit on fire.
Okay, so take 2 XP for that.
Right.
Did you express your history, tragedy, or opening?
No.
Okay.
No.
Did you struggle because of your beliefs, scars, or quirks?
I'm gonna say burned came up a couple times.
Yeah. Okay, so take an XP for that. Alright. Scarecrow. Did you address the challenge with tracking or violence?
I'd say so. Looking at the conditions, trying to determine, the condition of the obvious, trying to ascertain the situation and gather intel as to, what's going on, what can we expect. I'd say that counts for tracking.
Okay, take an XP. Did you express your history, tragedy, or opening?
History. I've got Jovo military gear and showing off some stuff that I think would be I think it'd be easier to just grab like a standard issue Myriad suit, but this is like, oh shit. There's like I think if anything it would kind of imply like this is the tech she trusts is Jovo tech.
Okay, take an XP for that. And did you struggle because of your beliefs, scars, or character?
Scarecrow wanted to bring overwhelming force to bear on this and call in favors. Y'all were blocking.
Yeah, okay, take an XP for that too. All right. Squad XP. Did you execute a successful delivery, acquire new clients, or contraband sources?
No, I mean we kind of knew that we were gonna have both the Breath of Faith and the March of Saints on this one. We didn't go out and get that.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not yet. Did you face off against challenges above your pay grade? Not yet.
Not yet.
No. The whole hazmat area has been same tier as y'all.
We separated out by tier.
Did you bolster your squad's reputation or develop a new one?
Still duplicitous.
Yeah, we're still being pretty duplicitous here. I also made muffins, which is
I'm not sure about bolstering the reputation, but we are trading on it.
Yeah, I don't think that you've bolstered it. Like, if the Saints figure it out. Sorry, what was that, Jess?
I think like if we complete the mission, like essentially like that could eventually leak out, but as it is, we're trading on it and we're trying to keep it under wraps.
Yeah.
I made muffins. That's kind of merciful.
Oh, that was a mean thing to do with that AI, huh?
You're stretching there, Tower. What do you mean, Sasha?
Well, like, just being like, hey, you're in charge of this place, right? This is your entire purpose. Hey, can you just set this on fire really quick? Can you just do that for me? Just really quick.
Let's hope that AI is too basic to be vindictive.
Yeah.
Now I feel bad.
Did you express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the squad? Take 2 XP.
We're good at that. We're good at being nightmare gays.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you already put that in?
Yep.
Okay.
There you go. That's XP for everyone. And that is the end of the session. So, thank you everyone so much for joining us on the beginning of our Mecha Dungeon Crawl mission. I am your host and GM and the creator of Beam Saber, Austin Ramsey. You can follow me on Twitter at NotAnIn, and you can find the rules for Beam Saber at austin-ramsey.itch.io/beamsaber. This evening, I have been joined by Takuma.
Hey, I have been Takuma and Pitchfork. My Twitter is at Takuma_Okada_, and you can find my games and music at noroadhome.itch.io and soundcloud.com/noroadhome.
Thank you. Also joining us has been Jess.
Hi, I'm Jess. You guys can follow me on Twitch and Twitter at Quasinem. And my podcast is The Movie Morgue, the Movie Autopsy Podcast. You guys can find that at moviemorgue.simplecast.fm or on Twitter at moviemorguecast.
Thank you. And Sasha?
Hey, I've been Sasha Ronell. You can find me on Twitter at Sasha_Ronell and follow all my game dev stuff at tcabbage.
Great. And last but never least, Ray.
Hi, I have been Ray. You can find me on Twitter at RayRayTheGayGay, or you can find the games I've been putting out, the little tabletop games I've been doing, on at raythefog.itch.io, one of which is a hack of Sasha's spindle wheel. It's like a little mini game thingy, where you read the future, prophecy, the future of your game in the bodies of fallen mechs.
Very good. All right. So, once again, thank you everyone so much for joining us. And before we go, I just want to remind everyone to fight the war and not the soldiers. See you later.